As we begin today's class, today being 24th December, and tomorrow is Christmas, and we are on Christmas Eve. The new year is starting within a week's time. This is according to Georgian calendar, the English calendar which we follow in our day-to-day life. But as per our Vedic tradition, and especially as per Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta, we follow a different calendar, and our new starts after Gaur Purnima. Which will be coming in the month of March. So now as the new year is coming, as per the English calendar, the Georgian calendar, there are many devotees, many people, not just devotees, normal people, mostly normal people. I mean to say those who are materialists. Day-to-day life, they love to take resolutions. They want to take a special type of a aim for that year in their life, which they will follow. अपने मन में निश्चय करते हैं कि हाँ ये एक चीज है जो हम अपने आज पूरे साल करेंगे, लेकिन बीच में आते आते सब टूट के नष्ट हो जाता है। कुछ लोगों का तो स्टार्टिंग में भी हो जाता है। इसमें स्पेशली वो लोग हैं जो बहुत बहुत बड़ा कोई एम ले लेते हैं जो कि इम्पॉसिबल है सोचने के लिए एज ऑफ करंट स्टेट में। उदाहरण के तौर पे अगर किसी का 150 किलो वजन है और वो बोलता है कि एक हफ्ते में मैं 100 किलो कम कर दूंगा, तो होने वाला नहीं है, वो तो असंभव है, आज तक किसी से नहीं हुआ। इस वजह से जब वो देखते हैं कि एक दिन में मेरे से आधा किलो भी कम नहीं हो रहा है, तो अपना उनका मनोबल टूट जाता है। दे लूज ऑल देयर एंथुजियाज्म, देन दे स्टार्ट गेटिंग इनटू मोर डिप्रेशन। जो एम लिया उसके प्रति काम करने के बजाय वो लोग उल्टा करने लग जाते हैं, अरे मेरे से तो होगा नहीं, अरे छोड़ दो, क्या फायदा है कुछ करके, सोच के भी क्या फायदा है, ठीक है वजन तो कम होने वाला नहीं है। हाँ यस यस, टेक टेक टेक। तो वो ये सोचता है ठीक है वजन तो कम होने वाला नहीं है, तो इससे अच्छा तो खाओ पियो ऐश करो। ऐसे ही कुछ लोग जिम जाने का लेते हैं कि हाँ एकदम अपने जिम जाएंगे, बॉडी बनाएंगे। ऐसे ही कुछ भक्त लोग भी लेते हैं कि हाँ हम अभी से 16 माला करना चालू करेंगे, हम 100% 4 नियमों का पालन करेंगे, धूम्रपान बिल्कुल नहीं लेंगे, मांस मच्छी नहीं खाएंगे, गुटखा नहीं लेंगे, टी कॉफी नहीं लेंगे, हाँ डेली भगवत गीता पढ़ेंगे। ऐसे भक्त भी अपने जिंदगी में कोई ना कोई रेजोल्यूशन उस साल के लिए लेते हैं, लेकिन वो पूरा नहीं हो पाता क्योंकि दृढ़ संकल्पित नहीं है। They don't have that determination. Because they have lost the determination, they are not able to perform in a better way. Now we have to consider this is that important factor. which we will be trying to deal in today's discussion. But before we get into that how to remain enthusiastic for the resolution which has been taken, before getting into that, let us uh, also see that what is the resolution we all should take as a devotees. Each one of you can have a specific as per your understanding, but the topic which I want to deal today is on surrender, आत्मनिवेदन, भगवान के चरणों के प्रति, उनकी शिक्षाओं के प्रति, उनके भक्तों के प्रति, और सबसे महत्वपूर्ण भगवान के नाम के प्रति, ऑन द होली नेम, हम सबको पूर्ण शरणागति करनी है, नॉट हाफ, नॉट 3/4, कंप्लीट। शुरू करने से पहले आइए हम सब अपनी प्रार्थनाएं करते हैं। I start by offering my respectful obeisances to my divine spiritual master, Shri Srimad Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Swami Guru Maharaj, who is disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He follows on the footsteps of the Vaishnava Acharyas, giving out the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu without discrimination. He doesn't discriminate on who should receive Lord Chaitanya's katha, and he forces people to receive, mercifully forces people to receive the power of the holy Dham Mayapur. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, who is founder Acharya of ISKCON and BBT, being disciple of Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada. On the order of his guru, he went to the Western countries, preached the message of Lord Chaitanya, and even made non-believers and atheists into devotees. Then I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Panchatattva, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is combined incarnation of Shri Shri Radha Kṛṣṇa, Shri Nityananda Prabhu, who is Balaram, श्री अद्वैत आचार्य जो कि महाविष्णु और सदाशिव के कंबाइंड इनकारनेशन है, श्री गदाधर पंडित जो श्रीमती राधा रानी के स्वरूप हैं, और श्रीवास पंडित जो स्वयं नारद मुनि हैं। After this, I offer my respectful obeisances to the divine couple Shri Shri Radha Kṛṣṇa, along with all their associates and holy dham. हरे कृष्णा। तो आइए शुरू करते हैं। जो आज का श्लोक है, श्लोक मतलब जिसके ऊपर हम चर्चा करेंगे, वो श्रील प्रभुपाद श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत करके एक महान पुस्तक है। ये हमारे गौड़ीय सिद्धांत में बहुत ही प्रबल पुस्तक मानी जाती है। श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत गौरंग महाप्रभु के ऊपर नाम लिख दिया है मैंने। तो गौरंग महाप्रभु के ऊपर उनकी जीवनी, उनकी शिक्षाएं आधारित है। ये 3 भागों में विभाजित है। इसके बहुत सारे चैप्टर्स हैं और बहुत सारे श्लोक हैं, लेकिन मूलतः 3 भागों में विभाजित है। और जो इसका मध्य खंड है, जिसको हम मध्य लीला भी बोलते हैं, मध्य लीला का जो चैप्टर नंबर 22 है, उसमें जो श्लोक नंबर 100 है, उसके ऊपर हम आज थोड़ी चर्चा करेंगे, क्योंकि इसके अंदर बताया गया है कि हम किस प्रकार से शरणागति ले सकते हैं। हाउ कैन वी टेक शेल्टर ऑफ द सुप्रीम लॉर्ड एंड हिज होली नेम। ऑल्सो हाउ कैन वी सरेंडर प्रॉपरली। जब हम ये बोलते हैं कि सरेंडर करना, वो किस प्रकार से किया जाता है, उसके सिम्टम्स क्या क्या हैं, आप लोगों में से कोई बताएगा, कोई जानता है कि शरणागति का मतलब क्या है, आत्मनिवेदन का मतलब क्या है। चिंता मत कीजिए, जो कृष्ण कोई बता रहा है कि स्तुति।
प्रभु जी हैंड रेस तो किया है स्वाति दास और उमा
हाँ, उनको बोल
माता
दीजिए वहीं
माता
से
जी ने।
बताने के लिए।
शायद वो मुझे देख पा रही हैं। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। जैसे कि शरणागति मतलब भगवत गीता को अच्छे से पढ़ना, उनको उसका पालन करना और सिर्फ हरे कृष्ण का जाप करना, ये उनके दिमाग में आ रहा है शरणागति
ठीक
से।
है, बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा। स्वाति, स्वाति बताना चाहेंगे।
जी प्रभु जी। कि उनका एक ही एम हो कि वो अपने अंदर सिर्फ कृष्ण की ही बातें करे, भगवत गीता को पढ़े, जाने, अच्छे से बताएं और कृष्ण की ही प्रशंसा करे। हरे
बहुत अच्छा,
कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
बहुत अच्छा। संजय।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। इनका भी यही पॉइंट है कि भगवत गीता पढ़े, हरे कृष्ण का जाप करे, हमेशा करे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
ठीक है, तो अभी सबको तो मौका नहीं दे सकते, क्योंकि हमें बाद में प्रश्न उत्तर भी करने हैं। आप लोग लिख के भेज सकते हैं चैट बॉक्स में, जिनने हाथ उठाए हुए वो लिख के भेज दीजिए चैट बॉक्स में, मैं वहां देख लूंगा। ठीक है, तो फिर आप लोगों ने जिन्होंने भी आज अभी उत्तर दिया है, भले वो स्वाति हो, संजय हो या उमा हो, सबका सही है, ऐसा नहीं कि गलत है, लेकिन पूर्ण रूपेण नहीं है। इट इज नॉट एनकम्पासिंग, इनकम्प्लीट। और उसी के ऊपर हम आज चर्चा करेंगे। खासकर श्रील रूप गोस्वामी, जो कि हमारे एक प्रधान आचार्य रहे हैं, रूप गोस्वामी, RUPA। ये रूप गोस्वामी ने 6 कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स बताई हैं इसी इसी बिंदु के ऊपर। तो शरणागति के ऊपर 6 पॉइंट बताए हैं, उसके ऊपर चर्चा करेंगे हम। तो उसका जो श्लोक है वो ये है, मैं उस श्लोक को पढ़ूंगा, आप लोग सुनने का प्रयास कीजिएगा। सुनने का, पढ़ने का कम से कम पढ़ लीजिए आप लोग। अनुकूल्यस्य संकल्पः प्रतिकूल्यस्य विवर्जनम् रक्षति इति विश्वासो गोपतृत्वा वर्णम तथा ātma-nikṣepa-kārpaṇye षड्विद्धि शरणागति। सो इसका अर्थ जो श्रील प्रभुपाद देते हैं वो भी हम पोस्ट करेंगे अभी। विल बी पोस्टिंग द ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर वर्स। So Srila Prabhupada explains that there are 6 characteristics of surrender. In the chat box, we will also be posting each of these 6 separately in a short forms. The first one is accepting those things which are favorable to discharge a devotional service. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? What is the meaning of this? What do you mean by accepting favorable things? See, we all want to perform devotional service. भक्ति करना चाहते हैं हम सब। और भक्ति किसकी करना चाहते हैं? कृष्ण की भक्ति करना चाहते हैं, correct? We want to perform devotional service to Krishna. So for performing this devotional service, we accept those things which are favorable in discharge of devotional service. Example, the biggest example, the first one, which comes under the point of accepting things which are favorable. Let me write this. Acceptance of those things. तो इसके अंदर जो आते हैं, सबसे पहला है chanting, that we chant the holy name of the Lord. As we chant Krishna's name, this becomes very much favorable. ये अनुकूल है. Immediately, this is a response to Krishna. We are calling for Krishna. तो ये पहली चीज होती है in surrender, कि जब हम हरे कृष्ण का जप करते हैं और वो सरेंडर करने में, भक्ति करने में बहुत ही हेल्पफुल है, वो मदद करती है, इसके लिए उन चीजों को फेवरेबल बोलते हैं. जो भक्ति करने में, वॉट एवर वी परफॉर्म इन डिवोशनल सर्विस, दोज थिंग्स विच आर फेवरेबल एंड हेल्पफुल, that is called as anukul. So the first one is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Second one is wearing kanthi mala. We all should be wearing kanthi mala, है ना, tulsi kanthi mala. Then we should apply tilak. This is also very helpful. Then we offer bhoga, food, to Lord Krishna. दयानंद दत्ते माता जी ने चैट बॉक्स में भी लिखा है. शी हैज रिटन, वो पहले लिख दिया था. शी हैज रिटन इन द चैट बॉक्स, ऑफरिंग फूड टू कृष्णा. दिस इज वन ऑफ द पार्ट, है ना, बिकॉज दिस विल हेल्प अस टू सरेंडर टू कृष्णा. एंड अमंगस्ट ऑल ऑफ दीज, द मोस्ट फेवरेबल थिंग is to accept Guru. We have to take initiation from a bona fide Guru. That will result in proper help, proper favorable discharge of devotional service. तो ये हुआ first point. Now we will discuss about the second one. That is rejecting those things which are unfavorable. There are things which are not favorable for Krishna consciousness, like eating meat, that is not favorable. Drinking, smoking, intoxications, this is not favorable. Pan, gutka, tea, coffee, gambling, having illicit sexual relationships, that is not favorable. So we have to reject all of them. Sometimes we get into watching nonsense things on YouTube. For a very long time, we will keep watching and watching and watching. And what do we say? Oh, this is time pass. No, that is not time pass. That is unfavorable to bhakti. So we should give that up. We should reject it. Rupa Goswami also says that we should reject bad association. Okay, example is Vibhishana. Vibhishana was brother of Lord Ramchandra. I'll write down. Vibhishana was brother of, not Lord Ram, sorry, he was brother of Ravana. Vibhishan was brother of Ravana, but he rejected Ravana and came on the side of Lord Ramchandra. Why did he do that? Because staying along with Ravana was not favorable in bhakti. वो भक्ति के लिए हानिकारक था. उसमें उसकी भक्ति डैमेज होती है। सो ऐसा कहीं भी एसोसिएशन हो, कोई भी ऐसा संघ हो, wherever there is a association which is detrimental to Krishna consciousness, जो कि हमारी भक्ति को तहस नहस कर दे, उस एसोसिएशन को, उस संघ को इमीडिएटली वी शुड गिव अप। जैसे कि विभीषण ने तुरंत छोड़ दिया रावण को। पहले तो समझाया, पूर्ण प्रयास किया, ओ राम इज सुप्रीम पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ गॉड हेड, डोंट टेक इट टू पर्सनल, गिव बैक मदर सीता, दिस इज फॉर आवर बेनिफिट। बट व्हेन ही डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड फाइनली and he started criticizing more and more, Ravana started criticizing Ram more and more, Vibhishana left him and he took shelter of Lord Ramachandra. This is the understanding of taking shelter of Ram, which is very favorable, and rejecting which is not favorable. We'll take one more example. The example is of Vidura. Vidura was brother of Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra, who was blind. So, and Dhritarashtra was having 100 sons, headed by Duryodhan. So Vidura also kept explaining to Dhritarashtra and Duryodhan that don't fight with Pandavas, they are devotees, Krishna is Supreme Lord, don't reject them, accept their proposal. But Duryodhana was hell-bound. Whatever, let it happen, I don't care. I will fight against Krishna and the Pandavas. So at that time, because this association was not favorable, Vidura gave up. Okay, he did not came to the side of Pandavas, but he went to different holy places. He went to Vrindavan, he went to Mayapur, Jagannath Puri. So he started visiting all the holy places. So this is the second point. Reject all those unfavorable things which are detrimental, which will destroy and spoil our Krishna consciousness. We should give up on them. So as the new year is coming, you all should take some resolutions like this. Those who are eating meat, you should stop eating meat. Those who are taking alcohol or cigarettes, stop consuming them. Those who are taking onion, garlic, try avoiding them. And if you are really serious about becoming a good devotee of Krishna, then you should give up on bad association. Bad association, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he explains that what is the meaning of bad association. I'll try if I can find that verse. But anyways, the conclusion of that verse is Stri Sangi Ek Asadu Krishna Abhakta Ar Asat Sanga Tyag E Vaishnava Achar. This is a verse which is given in Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu explains that we should give up the association of non-devotees. Now, who is a non-devotee? Number one, a non-devotee is that person who is Stri Sangi, who associates with females or opposite sex too much. Not only physical connection, but also in thought, who is always constantly thinking of some or the other female. किसी ना किसी लड़की के बारे में सोचेगा, उसके बारे में बात करेगा, either he will speak. There are 8 principles like this. I'm not getting into the details of those. लेकिन स्त्री के बारे में बात करना, उनकी नग्न अवस्था के बारे में बात करना, या फिर देखना, सुनना, लड़कियों के साथ में ठिठोली करना, टू प्ले अलोंग विद देम, and not defining their restriction, that is asat sangha, that is a non-Vaishnava sangha. उसको तुरंत छोड़ देना चाहिए. स्त्री संग ये एक हुआ. दूसरा कौन है? कृष्ण अभक्त आर, जो कि भगवान कृष्ण का भक्त नहीं है. जो भी व्यक्ति, पुरुष या महिला, if that person is not devotee of Krishna, we should give up their association immediately. Okay, now I am not saying that you should give up on your job because your boss may not be a devotee. I'm not saying that. That is a business relationship, है ना? That's a business thing going on. That is work to work. You don't share your emotions, your life with that person. You don't spend casual time with that person. That is only job to job purpose. But when it comes to sharing your emotions and expressing your devotion, what you are going through in your life, that you are practicing Krishna consciousness, if the person is not devotee of Krishna, give it up. ठीक है, तो ये आप लोगों को अभी तक समझ में आया होगा. 2 पॉइंट हमने कवर किए हैं सरेंडर के. नाउ वी विल गेट इनटू द थर्ड पॉइंट ऑफ सरेंडर, दैट इज रक्षति इति विश्वासो, which means having firm conviction. बहुत ही दृढ़ संकल्प, बहुत ही दृढ़ता है कि कृष्ण ही मेरी रक्षा करेंगे. रक्षति इति विश्वासो, पूर्ण विश्वास है, पूरी श्रद्धा है इसके ऊपर. Whatever may happen, Krishna is going to protect me. इसका एग्जाम्पल क्या है? इनका एग्जाम्पल है प्रहलाद महाराज. प्रहलाद महाराज जिनके पिता हिरण्यकशिपु थे, बहुत बड़े डीमन. और सोचिए, उसका बाप ही उसको मारने के लिए तैयार है. द फादर इज किलिंग हिम ऑल द टाइम. कभी पर्वत से ऊपर नीचे फेंक दिया, थ्रोइंग हिम फ्रॉम द माउंटेन क्लिफ, थ्रोइंग प्रहलाद अंडर द फीट ऑफ एलिफेंट्स, हाथी के पैर के नीचे डाल दिया ताकि वो मर जाए, कुचला जाए. गिविंग हिम पॉइजन, बर्निंग हिम, जहर दे दो, जला दो. वो कभी तलवार से मारो, त्रिशूल से मारो. बहुत कष्ट किए प्रहलाद के ऊपर. लेकिन हर समय प्रहलाद के मन में क्या था? जो भी होगा कृष्ण के इच्छा अनुसार होगा, तो कृष्ण मेरी रक्षा करेंगे. और भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर, जो कि हमारे एक आचार्य हैं, वो रक्षा पे एक श्लोक बोलते हैं. भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर, ही स्पीक्स ऑन प्रोटेक्शन. ही सेज, मारो भी राखो भी जो इच्छा तो मार. He says to the Lord, my dear Lord, your protection is divine. It may be physical protection or it may be a physical killing, but that is your desire and I'm ready to accept. That is another understanding of surrender. Sometimes we will go through lots of pain in our life. Being a devotee, we will go through lots of pain. See the life of Prahlad Maharaj. He was always chanting the holy names of Krishna. Every time he was chanting Krishna's name. But what happens? His father is killing him. One after another, different tricks are applied by Hiranyakashipu that Prahlad should be killed. But Prahlad is not giving up on the faith he has on Krishna, on the faith that Krishna is going to protect me. He was ready that, okay, Krishna, if you want, I should be killed, fine. But if you want to protect me, you protect me. That is meaning of having firm faith in Krishna, in the Lord's protection. You people, all of us, me also, we all are going through some or the other issues and problems. But we should have this faith that only Krishna can protect and Krishna will protect. That is the fourth point now. I already mentioned about the third one. I'll write it, Rakshiti. And the fourth one is goptṛtve varaṇaṁ tathā. Goptṛtve varaṇaṁ tathā means that accepting the Lord as your guardian and master. First one is only Kṛṣṇa can protect. Sorry, first one is Kṛṣṇa will protect. Amongst the three, जो अभी हमने 6 चर्चा कर रहे हैं ना स्तुति, ये 6 के अंदर तीसरा जो हमने बोला प्रहलाद महाराज का एग्जाम्पल लेके, उससे हमें क्या, what we learn from Prahlad Maharaj's example, we'll write it down in the chat, that only, Kṛṣṇa will protect. This we understand from example of Prahlad. Now comes the fourth point. That fourth point is example of Draupadi. Draupadi explains to us only Kṛṣṇa can protect. Nobody else can protect. Only Kṛṣṇa can protect. Because she tried, when she was getting disrobed, her sari was being removed in the assembly of the Kauravas. She approached Bhishma. You are the most advanced person. Please help me, save me, rescue me. But no, he could not do anything. She approached Dhritarashtra. You are the king and I'm your daughter-in-law. Help me out. Dhritarashtra couldn't help. She walks to Dronacharya. Oh, I'm like your daughter because you are friend of my father. Help me out. Dronacharya also couldn't help. Draupadi then approaches to Kripacharya. She says that you are Kul Guru. You are the Guru of the Pandavas and the Kauravas also. You instruct them not to disrobe me, not to remove my sari in front of the whole public, in front of the whole assembly. You please protect me. He also did not do. She approaches her husband, Yudhishthir. Oh, you are Dharmaraj. You are the one who is going to protect Dharma. At least you save me. But Yudhishthir was already a slave. Nor Bhim, who was most powerful. Not even Arjuna, who is the best amongst the archers, the best warrior. Not Nakula or Sahadev, who were very patient and very learned in scriptures. Nobody could protect Draupadi. Then Draupadi understands the principle of surrender. Our point number 4, and that is goptṛtve varaṇaṁ tathā. Accepting only Kṛṣṇa as the real master, the real protector. Accepting him as the real guardian, and then surrenders to Kṛṣṇa, raising both her hands. My dear Lord, you want to protect me, you protect me. If you want that I should be, my sari should be removed in front of the complete mass, it's your desire. So this is the point number 4, and now we go to point number 5. ātma-nikṣepa, which means complete surrender, full self-surrender. And this example is of Bali Maharaj. Yeah, I'll write down. Bali Maharaj, he was trying to take shelter of Lord Vamanadev. I'll write down Vamanadev also. Lord Vamana was a dwarf incarnation of Lord Vishnu. And he appeared to take 3 steps of land. I hope you people know this story. Yeah, some of you know. Good. dwarf Brahmana, dwarf incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Yes. So he came to take 3 steps of land, but in 2 steps he calculated everything. He encompassed the whole creation, the lower planets and the upper planet, and there was no third foot to be kept. At that time, Bali surrenders completely. Before his surrendering, before him saying that, Lord Vishnu, you keep your third step on my head, everyone rejected Bali. His guru said, don't accept, don't follow him, don't surrender to Vishnu. But what did Bali do? He rejected. Oh, you are telling me not to become Krishna conscious. I reject you as my guru. But he accepted the principle of surrendering to Krishna. And having his wife also said, Bali Maharaj's wife also came and told, you are a fool. He said, no problem, I'll still surrender to Krishna. Bali Maharaj's soldiers, his ministers, they came and said, what are you doing? This is Vishnu, he's our enemy. Don't surrender to him. But still Bali surrendered. Further, all the demons, all the family members and relatives, they also told Bali. Our family members also say, what are every time Hare Krishna you are doing? It happened with Bali also. So all the family members and relatives are also saying to Bali Maharaj, don't surrender, he's our enemy. Vishnu is our enemy, don't surrender to Krishna. But Bali Maharaj still surrenders. That is called as complete, fully self-surrendering. That was point number 5. And now comes the most amazing point number 6. And the point number 6 is complete humility. Kārpaṇye, it is called as. There is a, okay, ये संस्कृत हो जाएगा, इन लोग को समझ में नहीं आएगा ना. कार्पण्य और कृपणा, both are different things. Okay, leave it. We'll talk only about the humility part. And the best example of humility is Sri Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur is called by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Namacharya. Namacharya means he is the universal teacher, not just normal teacher for BDC. He is universal teacher for all the humans, all the animals, trees, plants, herbs, shrubs, amphibians, reptiles, for anything which was existing, which is existing, or which will exist. Haridas Thakur is a teacher for all of them in chanting Hare Krishna. He is the teacher who will teach us how to chant Krishna's name. And now we will talk about what kind of humility he was carrying in his life. Okay, so Haridas Thakur was born Muslim, but he was chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, very great devotee of Lord Krishna. He used to chant 3 lakhs names every day. We will write in the chat box. 3 lakh names is equal to 192 rounds mala of Hare Krishna. 192 in number. Every day. And we are saying, oh, 2 rounds too much, Prabhuji. I can't chant even 8 rounds. Hare 16, oh, I am not Prabhupada. Haridas Thakur was chanting 192. So because he was such a great devotee of the Lord, so all the, and at that time in India, there were the Mughals who were trying to rule some portions. So he was captured by the Muslims and brought in front of the Mughal, what do we say, commander. Okay. And over there, they started saying, stop this chanting of Hare Krishna. You are a Muslim. You should only surrender to Allah. He said, you are saying correct. And that is what I am doing. I am completely surrendered to Krishna, who is also known as Allah. They no, but you cannot chant Hare Krishna. You should chant only, you should pay only namaz. He says, yeah, but I know his name personally. Haridas Thakur is saying to the Muslim commander, I know his name personally, that his name is Krishna. That's why I'm saying his name, Krishna, Hare Krishna. He says, stop this chanting. Otherwise, I'll cut your body into 100 pieces. Now comes a very powerful, very important statement for all the devotees to get inspired for. What Haridas Thakur is going to speak now is very, very important for all the devotees to understand and practice in the same way. Srila Haridas Thakur, he says, oh, Muslim commander, oh Qazi, do one thing. Chop my body into 100 pieces and take each of those pieces and again cut them into another 100. So it becomes 10,000 now. But each part of that chopped piece will get up and chant loudly and boldly from every part of that cut piece. You will only hear Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That was how much Haridas Thakur was so surrendered, and he was so much absorbed in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Can we give this guarantee? That okay, if tomorrow our okay, forget about body part, if you cut your hairs or your nail, will your nail get up and speak Hare Krishna? But Haridas Thakur, he was so much absorbed, he had drowned himself in chanting of Hare Krishna so much that every portion of his body, even the hairs on his body, even the nail of his body, was only chanting Hare Krishna all the time. So now the commander, Muslim commander, he was little terrified. Oh, such a great, powerful statement this guy spoke, and I'm not able to counter him. So he thought, okay, we can't give him death punishment. Okay, let's do one thing. Let us beat him in 22 marketplaces. Marketplace means a place where vegetables and fruits, all these things are being sold. Why they chose marketplace? Because common public comes over there. Everyone comes over there. Let that person be young, old, Indian or non-Indian, from any religion, any sect, male or female, everyone comes to a marketplace for purchasing. So take him to this kind of marketplaces, 22 in number, not one or two, 22, and give him slashes, give him beatings. Why? So that everyone should get to know. If you don't follow the order of the Qazi, you will be beaten. So fine, okay, cutting the whole story short, he was beaten into 22 marketplaces, and the people who were beating him, they finally started requesting Haridas Thakur that please, oh Thakur Haridas, you are a very great devotee of Lord Krishna, we understand. Because even when we are beating you, you are not getting any pain, and you are only chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You are so very humble. You are so devoted to Lord Krishna. We request you that kindly give us some solution. What can we do? What should we do? Because if you are not getting killed, or if you are not getting any pain, then the Qazi will come and beat us. We will get punishment. But we also don't want to beat you. We can't kill you. What should we do? At that time, Haridas Thakur, he himself gives up his body. And nobody was even able to lift or move his body. After some time, everyone surrenders to his body and they request him, we are not able to move your body. Kindly show some mercy. That time his body becomes very light and they are able to move and they throw the body of Haridas Thakur in the river. But to everyone's surprise, within 3 days, Haridas Thakur came back. He did not die. He came back and he was chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra again. The Qazi was shocked. The commander was shocked. Those who beat him, they were shocked. Those who threw him in the river, they were shocked. All the 22 marketplaces, people were also shocked. Now everyone understood, oh, he is a devotee. And we all should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So the whole story changed. The punishment was given that everyone should learn and nobody should chant. But because Haridas Thakur came back, now everyone learned that everyone should chant. Instead of no chanting, everyone started chanting. Okay, now comes the point of Haridas Thakur's humility. His very great humility, which is why we all are assembled. The sixth point in our surrender. So Haridas Thakur, he says that why I was bitten in this 22 marketplaces. What was the reason? He was only chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, right? He only spoke that we all should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then why was he beaten? Haridas Thakur says it is because when the Qazi, the Muslim commander and the Muslim commander, they were debating with me. They were criticizing the chanting of Hare Krishna. Even though I gave arguments that we should chant Hare Krishna, but I heard that criticism of holy name. Now, because I have done the offense of hearing the criticism of the holy name, I should have been died or rotting in the hell. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very mercy. He is so merciful that he is only giving me a small punishment of being beaten in 22 marketplaces. This is Haridas himself explaining. Lord Chaitanya considered him to be the teacher for everyone in chanting. But Haridas is saying that because I heard the criticism of chanting Hare Krishna, I got the punishment of being beaten in 22 marketplaces. This is the level of his humility. This is the level of Haridas Thakur's surrender. Now comes the question that we discussed about the 6 parts. I again list down all the 6 of them one by one quickly in the chat box. You can read this later on. And I also request Samir or Ganesh, if he has joined, that later on, or Madhura Mataji, any of you, and later on take these points and circulate in the WhatsApp groups, the 6 points. Now comes the question that where can we find all the 6 points in one person? Yes, all the devotees are having all the 6 points. But if you want very recent example, then we have example of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, what he accepted, now we will go one by one, okay? He accepted those things which are favorable to Krishna consciousness. Example, previously, sannyasis, they never used to cross ocean. But Prabhupada said, for the preaching of Hare Krishna and on the order of my Guru, I will cross the oceans and preach all over the world. So he accepted what is favorable. That is point number one. Then rejecting what is unfavorable. When Srila Prabhupada was in his family life, his family was not supporting him. So he rejected that association. He even rejected some devotees who were not helping him in Krishna consciousness. That is rejection. Third, rakṣiṣyatīti viśvāso. So many times Prabhupada was being targeted. His temples were targeted by different gundas, different goons. The temples were attacked. Srila Prabhupada personally suffered 2 heart attacks. But when he got those heart attacks, no, on the ship, while going from India to USA, on the ship, he got 2 heart attacks back to back. And Prabhupada writes, if I get third, I will die. And before getting third, he writes a poem. एक कविता लिखते हैं वो. And in that kavita, in that poem, he explains that I am your puppet. Oh Krishna, I am your puppet. However you want me to dance, I will dance. So make me dance, make me dance, make me dance as you desire. Krishna is playing on the flute, right? And Srila Prabhupada dance. He goes to New York, he goes to Germany, he goes to Russia, he goes to Australia, he comes to India. He visits everywhere just because Krishna was playing the flute and Krishna wanted him to preach. So that is the third point. He had complete faith on Krishna's protection. Then he accepted Krishna as his master, guardian, and maintainer. Srila Prabhupada, he took only 40 rupees, 40 rupees before going to America. Now, how much is 40 rupees? In present day calculation, it is not even $1. Less than $1 in today's calculation. Okay, that time 40 rupees was $7. Okay, but in $7, what can you do? But see, Srila Prabhupada was so surrendered that Krishna is going to supply everything. He is my master. Srila Prabhupada got 108 temples. Isn't that amazing? The most amazing part is he never spent those $7. He never spent that 40 rupees. He came back with the same 40 rupees to India. He did not spend them. He gave to the rickshawala later on. So that is the level of Srila Prabhupada's surrender. That Krishna, he will maintain me. He is my master. Goptṛtve varjanam tathā. Now comes the fifth point. ātma-nikṣepa. Full self-surrender. Srila Prabhupada, his kidney were failed. His whole body below his head was completely paralyzed. He could not even move by himself. And he was at the age of 82 at that time. He was completely bedridden. But even at that time, even in that condition, Srila Prabhupada is dictating Srimad Bhagavatam, and disciples are writing those books. They are taking the dictations and they are typing the books. That is Srila Prabhupada's complete surrender. He could have said, no, I'm old now. When Srila Prabhupada went to the Western countries, to USA, he was already 60 plus. He had attained the age of 70, actually. He could have said, oh, it's a retirement age. I'm in Vrindavan. I will take prasad, chant Hare Krishna and die here. No. He was fully surrendered to the instruction of his Guru. So he went to the Western countries. He went to USA and established ISKCON. That is his full surrender. And now comes the sixth point, humility. Many times we have heard Srila Prabhupada saying that you all devotees, you are actually sent by Kṛṣṇa. I have not done anything. It is Lord Kṛṣṇa and my Guru who have mercifully sent you all to help me. We all know it was Srila Prabhupada who established 108 temples. Srila Prabhupada established Gurukuls. Srila Prabhupada opened Gaushalas for cow protection. We all know this. But Srila Prabhupada never took that credit to himself. He said, no, not me. It is only because of my Guru and Kṛṣṇa that you all have come and you are preaching Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Okay, our Tulsi Mataji is here. One short story of Prabhupada and then we'll end. Prabhupada was in Germany. And in Germany, Srila Prabhupada was sitting in a big Vyasasana on the stage, and everyone was given a below stage sitting arrangement. And when Prabhupada came, everyone garlanded him. So big reception, yes? So Prabhupada comes, they garland him. Srila Prabhupada is having so many garlands on him. So he's removing, again garland is coming. He's removing the old one, new garlands are coming. And he's sitting on a big asana, big chair, and everyone is sitting down. So one person from the audience, he took up the mic after the class and he said, "Oh Swamiji, what do you think of yourself? Are you some very great person?" And because Prabhupada in the lecture, he explained that there are different classes of men. There are devotees who are first class. Then there are jnanis who are second class. Then there are karmis yogis who are third class. And then there are karmis who are fourth class. So that person said, what do you think, oh Swamiji, that you are the first class person, and what we are third class or fourth class? Then everyone started clapping. Oh, such a wonderful question he has asked. Now let's see, because there were many reporters also, international media was also there. What answer Srila Prabhupada will give now? So after taking 5 seconds of pause, that 5 seconds of pause was because Srila Prabhupada's heart immediately started crying. And with tears in his eyes, Srila Prabhupada said, no, I am not first class. Actually, I am your servant. My Guru Maharaj has sent me so that I can give you Kṛṣṇa consciousness. I am not first class. I am the worst class, and I am only your servant. And this was not an artificial answer from Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, he would not have cried. This was his genuine understanding, his feeling. He was knowing that he is only servant of his Guru. That kind of humility Srila Prabhupada carried always with him. I am requesting each one of you that as the new year has come, if you follow this 6 principles, 6 characteristics of surrender, then whatever spiritual resolution you take in the new year, you will be able to accomplish it. So again, I'm requesting that this session is getting recorded and you will get notes also. Please go through these points again and again. Understand each one of these. From the new year onward, start chanting more. Increase some rounds, please. Those who are chanting, start chanting 4. Those who are 4, become 8. 8 should go to 16. Start increasing your chanting. Those who are not following 4 regulative principles, please start following 4 regulative principles. Those who are having tea and coffee, avoid them. Those who are eating onion, garlic, start avoiding them and follow this 6 principles, characteristics of bhakti. And then you will see a real transformation happening in your life. Like Srila Prabhupada, like Haridas Thakur, like Vibhishana, Prahlad, Draupadi, Bali Maharaj. Today we discussed so many examples. Like all of those examples, things will happen in your life also. You will start seeing miracles in your life. So please take a New Year resolution. Maybe in the new year, there will be another Zoom class by Samir Prabhu or somebody, where you people can take a New Year's resolution, all of you. And I'm also requesting that this month being the Gita Jayanti month and book distribution marathon, I have anyway sent a video requesting each one of you to distribute 5 Bhagavad Gitas, only 5 Bhagavad Gitas. So please complete that target. All of you, please distribute 5 Bhagavad Gitas. Ganesh Prabhu, I don't know if he is here in this Zoom today, but he has done book distribution already. He was in Mayapur along with Dayal Gauranga Prabhu. He also did book distribution. Samir Prabhu is doing book distribution in his office. He gave book even to the CEO and other people in his office. So you all can also start talking to people in your office, in your neighborhood, and please distribute Bhagavad Gita of Srila Prabhupada. I am depending on you all. Okay. On my behalf also you should distribute. I will also distribute, don't worry. But each one of you should distribute at least 5 Bhagavad Gitas. Okay. Hare Krishna. I'll end my session here. I've already crossed 7 minutes from 10. Samir should decide what should we do next. Is there a chance of a question or स्तुति आपको भी बताना पड़ेगा हम ले सकते हैं कि नहीं?
समीर प्रभु जी कह रहे हैं हम एक क्वेश्चन ले सकते हैं.
अब कौन डिसाइड करेगा? 4-5 हाथ ऊपर है. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू डिसाइड. ओके.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, एक सवाल है बस. जो आपने बोला कंठी माला पहनने के लिए, तो वो पहन के क्या हम चाय कॉफी या फिर लहसुन प्याज खा सकते हैं, या फिर वो पहने हुए हम ये सारी चीजें खा पी सकते हैं?
देखिए, थैंक यू माता जी आपके प्रश्न के लिए. हमें ये नियम पालन करना चाहिए कि जब हम तुलसी कंठी माला पहने तो चाय, लहसुन, कॉफी, टी ये सब नहीं लें. लेकिन अगर आपसे वो अभी पालन नहीं हो रहा, सुनिए सुनिए, खत्म नहीं हुआ है आंसर. लेकिन अगर अभी आप पालन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो तुलसी महारानी को प्रार्थना कीजिए कि हम आपको अपने कंठ पे धारण करते हैं, आप आशीर्वाद दिलाइए, आप आशीर्वाद दीजिए, और ये जो भी हम प्याज लहसुन खा रहे हैं इसको अपने आप धीरे धीरे करके छुटवा दीजिए. तो तुलसी कंठी माला को फिर आप धारण कर लीजिए. डू नॉट डिले. कल ही कंठी माला पहन लीजिए, कल से ही कंठी माला पहन लीजिए, धीरे धीरे करके छोड़ दीजिए. नॉनवेज नहीं खाना बिल्कुल भी, लेकिन ठीक है. हाँ,
जी, वो पता है प्रभु जी. जी,
ठीक है, हो गया.
हरे कृष्ण
हरे
प्रभु
कृष्ण.
जी.
ओके, एक और आ गया. ये लास्ट है ना, आप बता दीजिए कि ये लास्ट होगा. बाकी सब भक्तों से निवेदन है कि आप कृपया करके अपने प्रश्नों को ऑडियो या वीडियो, ऑडियो तो नहीं हो पाएगा, वीडियो या फिर राइट अप फॉर्म में आप लोग कृपया करके भेज दीजिए. वे आई विल आंसर दोस क्वेश्चंस. हाँ, अब आप बोलिए क्या प्रश्न है.
मैं उनका अटेंशन गेन कर रही हूँ, देख ले एक बार फोन से।
अच्छा,
देख लिया मैंने। तो ये कह रहे हैं कि भगवत गीता का इनका पहले का अनुभव नहीं रहा है, पहले उन्होंने नहीं पढ़ा था, तो फर्स्ट टाइम उन्होंने यूट्यूब पे देखा तो उन्हें काफी अच्छा लगा। तो पहले ये नॉनवेज खाते थे, क्योंकि बचपन से इन्हें नहीं पता था भगवत गीता के बारे में क्या है क्या नहीं है। तो फिर क्योंकि स्कूल में बाकी जगह हमें क्रिश्चियनिटी के बारे में बताया जाता था, वहां पे जैसे नॉनवेज वगैरह खाते थे, बट लकीली हमने बीडीसी की वीडियो मैंने देखी, और वहां पे जब मुझे पता चला कि भगवत गीता भी है, तब मैंने फिर डिसाइड किया कि पहले जो करता था वो ठीक है, बट अब मैं छः छः महीने हो गए तो मैंने नॉनवेज छोड़ दिया है, अब एक नई स्टार्ट की जर्नी मैंने। तो अभी काफी अच्छा लग रहा है, तो बीडीसी की तरफ से मैं बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब उनकी वजह से मैंने सीखा, इसलिए उनको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ मैं।
he's asking some question also. क्वेश्चन बोलिए प्लीज।
जी जी जी।
हाँ,
पीएपीएस प्रभु जी, आपके बारे में आपको पता है इसके बारे में?
PAPS।
हाँ, बीएपीएस। तो क्या ये भगवत गीता ही जैसा होता है, मतलब कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस जैसा ही होता है, या फिर दोनों अलग चीजें हैं?
ओह, BA नहीं,
बीएपीएस।
हाँ, BAPS जो है वो अलग संप्रदाय है, वो स्वामी नारायण की संप्रदाय है। वो, हाँ, वो और कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस जो हम लोग हरे कृष्णा वाले हैं, इस्कॉन वाले, इनमें अंतर है, दोनों अलग अलग हैं। हाँ, साथ में कोई कोई संबंध नहीं है ज्यादा।
ओके जी, धन्यवाद।
ठीक है, आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आज के जूम सेशन में ज्वाइन करने के लिए। स्तुति, मैं बस 1 मिनट और लेना चाहूँगा। एक क्विक क्वेश्चन मेरे को समीर ने पर्सनली पूछा था, उसका आंसर मैं यहीं कर दूंगा। हाँ, समीर प्रभु had asked that how did Vyasadev got to know about Bhagavad Gita? Yeah, so your question is right, that Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita 120 millions years ago to Vivasvan. Vivasvan is सूर्य। सूर्य देव को भगवान, जब कृष्ण ने भगवद गीता बोली थी तो बहुत पहले बोली थी, हजारों लाखों सालों पहले। फिर धीरे धीरे करके ये जो ज्ञान है भगवद गीता का, ये लुप्त होता गया। इस वजह से भगवान कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को फिर से भगवद गीता बोली 5000 साल पहले। अब व्यास देव ने इसको महाभारत में लिखा, तो कब लिखा, कैसे लिखा? व्यास देव ने जब मेडिटेशन किया तो उनको भगवद गीता यथारूप प्रकाशित हुई। अब मैं आपको एक उदाहरण देता हूं समीर प्रभु। उदाहरण मतलब एग्जाम्पल, रियल लाइफ एग्जाम्पल है ये। जो ये भगवद गीता है और महाभारत का जो भी पूरा युद्ध है, ये संजय ने धृतराष्ट्र को कुरुक्षेत्र हस्तिनापुर में सुनाया। करेक्ट है ना? क्योंकि उसके हृदय से प्रकाशित हुआ था, वो लाइव टेलीकास्ट चल रहा था। जैसे आजकल सब लोग टीवी देखते हैं ना, तो वैसे ही संजय लाइव टीवी देख रहा था कि महाभारत जो कुरुक्षेत्र में हो रहा है वहां पे क्या क्या चल रहा है। तो लाइव टेलीकास्ट चल रहा था। और ये जो संजय है, ये व्यास देव का आशीर्वाद मिला है इनको, इसके लिए वो लाइव टेलीकास्ट देख पाए। ठीक है, तो फिर ऐसे समझिए जैसे कि आपके घर में इंटरनेट है, तो वो जो इंटरनेट प्रोवाइडर है, वो इंटरनेट प्रोवाइडर ही व्यासदेव हैं। और फिर संजय वो लाइव देख रहा है सब कुछ इंटरनेट पे बैठे बैठे। तो ऑब्वियसली अगर संजय देख पा रहा है तो व्यासदेव भी तो सब कुछ समझ पा रहे होंगे। तो उस प्रकार से व्यासदेव ने इन सभी घटनाओं को, जो कि पास्ट में हुई हैं, जो प्रेजेंट में हुई और जो फ्यूचर में होने वाली हैं, उन सब को देखकर एक ग्रंथ को समागम किया, जिसको हम महाभारत जानते हैं। एंड इन द सिमिलर वे, वाल्मीकि, on the instruction of Narad Muni, he also compiled Valmiki Ramayana. So I request those who could not ask questions, send your questions please to Sameer and Ganesh Prabhu. We'll try to answer them accordingly. You can send to Madhura Mataji also, and let's see if she will forward it to us. Okay. We'll end this session all together chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Stuti. Thank you, everyone.